I'm Megha Kapoor, editor for Vogue India, and I am so excited to welcome actor Charithra Chandran, who I'm in conversation with today for Vogue India and the Natural Diamond Council's Diamond Festival for 2022. You would all recognize Charithra from Netflix's Bridgerton Season 2, a cult classic, we can safely say, and a show that stayed firmly in the top 10 trending list for many months in India and, of course, around the world. It's so exciting to see our South Asian faces and stories finally being told on a global scale. While Charithra may only be at the beginning of her career, she's already definitely on her way to immense global success. And what I really love is that she's using her influence and platform for larger conversations. Causes enough, definitely, for us here at Vogue India to crown her the diamond of the season. Today, we're going to be talking about her first memories with diamonds, all things natural diamonds, the jewels on Bridgerton, her favorite red carpet looks, her personal style, and much more. Hi, Charithra. So excited to be chatting with you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, such a pleasure. And where are you at the moment?
I am currently in a little village just outside of York, filming a movie for Amazon Prime, which is very exciting.
Amazing. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk about diamonds and all things diamonds and jewelry and girly. I wanted to start off, I feel like diamonds are such a thing where they're so connected to memory, right? And I wanted to start off by asking you, is there a first memory you have of seeing diamond jewelry, or like perhaps playing with your mother's jewelry or your grandmother's jewelry? And maybe we can kick off there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think my memory from when I was younger with natural diamonds has to do with my auntie. We're very, very close. We're always sort of compared as like mini me and bigger me, but and she always had these diamond bangles on that she got made for her wedding, which is like sort of a very classic thing to happen in India, as you know. And I would always just spin them round on her wrist, and I just loved watching the sparkle, and there was just something so like romantic and beautiful about them. So I love anything shiny and sparkly.
Yeah, we're just natural magpies, aren't we? Us Indian gals. And how would you describe your personal style? Like, how do you style diamonds yourself?
I think that the reason I like wearing, I mean, every gal and guy loves wearing diamonds, but for me, I think they're so versatile. I think that to make an outfit, you can just wear a really simple, delicate piece that you can wear with anything and you're good to go. It just finishes up a look.
Yeah, it really does. It's a bit of frosting. I mean, not to sound cheesy, but it just, like, I just pop them on with my uniform and I just feel like, wow, like really step up.
Absolutely. You can wear jeans and a t-shirt, put on a pair of diamond earrings, a few rings, some heels, and you're ready to go for a night out. Like they're just, they finish off an outfit.
Yeah, totally. And what about, tell me about your character in Bridgerton and the interplay of jewelry. Was that, I can imagine that putting on the jewelry for that role might have really sort of helped get you into like, how important was jewelry for Edwina Sharma?
Well, I think for the show in general, jewelry is very important. It's an incredibly aesthetic show. So everything has meaning, costume, hair, and especially jewelry. And they tell the story as much as the writing and the performances do. And for Edwina, you really see her go in the show from this sort of delicate young girl to a more confident young woman. And you see those statements being made in her jewelry as she gets more bold, so does her jewelry. And what I really loved was working with our costume designer, Sophie Canale, to make very Indian inspired pieces. Yeah. So, with gold accents and like very clear cut stones. So, yeah.
That's so cool. So you were thinking about Indian style jewelry in that, even though it was sort of like Regency era, right? That's amazing. What an amazing interplay.
Absolutely. I remember WhatsApped her pictures of like my family jhumkas and bracelet or bangles and necklaces, and it was really lovely of her to incorporate them into our outfits.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I mean, I feel like you grew up in India, right? You spent time, no?
So I spent a couple of years from the age of about 2 to 4.
Right. Okay.
But I go back to India so often. I really love it. Feels like
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, we'll have to get you back here soon and do something with us. But you know, it's interesting because I feel like, I mean, for me personally, most of what I wear is stuff that's been handed down from my nanny and through my mother, and you know, a lot of it is diamond jewelry, natural diamond jewelry that I'll get redone into like different pieces and whatnot. Are there any sort of special pieces that you've received from your that are heirlooms, or what's your experience with sort of you know, the jewelry traditions of India and it being passed along generations?
I think it's one of my favorite things. And I think that's why I also really like investing in natural diamonds, because it is something, it becomes a family heirloom and it tells so much of a story. And, you know, when I look at my grandma, my mum, my aunt's jewelry, like it comes with memories as well as the pieces themselves. And yeah, I've already sort of told my aunt and my grandma what pieces I'd like and what pieces, you know, my sister-in-law and I have already discussed what we want.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You've kind of carved it out. I feel like you need those bangles you were talking about.
No, and there are also like some earrings that are very traditionally South Tamilian that I really want as well. But we in our family we share everything.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Everyone can hear a bit of everything. And I mean, you've had just such a like stellar year, you know, couple of years. And I feel like, you know, it's just, your star's only going to burn brighter. But has there been a moment where you've just gone out and treated yourself to maybe a bit of bling, bit of diamonds? Have you done that yet? Or is that on the cards for maybe down the track?
If I'm being honest, I do have a piece that I've got my eye on.
Okay.
And again, it is a big investment. And I've got sort of a internal milestone before I buy it for myself, but it would be a diamond tennis necklace. I think it's something that I would wear sort of every single day. It would go with everything. Like, that's another thing about natural diamonds. They are so glam, but they're also so unfussy. Like, you don't have to worry about taking them off or whatever. So yeah.
Diamond, I love that. Diamond tennis. You know what? I swear to God, I'm not copying you because I do talk about it a lot, but that's a piece. I just feel like you could bang it on with anything, you know, maybe bar sport, maybe bar going to the gym, but like everything else, I feel like it would just complete everything, right?
Clear. And it's never going to go out of style. So
never. Oh, so cool. And I mean, also congratulations on I feel like you always just look like yourself on the red carpet. It's so refreshing to see. I don't know. I just feel like I get a sense of who you are and, you know, your own personality. And I'd love to know, like, you've made some really cool choices in terms of jewelry and diamonds, from contemporary designers like Sophie Bilbra and Jessica McCormack to that Boodles piece that was quite extra and amazing. Have you had a favorite sort of diamond moment on the red carpet?
Oh, very good question. I mean, I'm so lucky to be able to work with so many wonderful brands. You know, very significant houses like Boodles and Cartier, but also designers like Jessica McCormack, who is so well loved. Her pieces are incredible. It would be really hard for me to pick, but there are two pieces that do stand out though. That Boodles necklace with the Christopher Kane dress, it was just glorious.
Yeah.
And then I recently wore a Cartier watch, which had little speck of diamonds in it, and it was amazing. It was a spectacular piece. So
yeah. What does it feel? I mean, it's such a like, in terms of a ritual, I can just imagine you've got your dress on, you've got that gorgeous, it was a navy Christopher Kane dress, wasn't it? It was quite sort of,
it was black. It was like a black sheen. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, you know, and then I can just imagine that moment of putting on the necklace. That must have been pretty special.
Yeah. I mean, I think it made it an occasion, you know.
Yeah.
And if I'm being actually really honest, it's so wonderful to dress up all the time, but then, you know, you're kind of craving like the special occasion. What becomes special if you're always dressed up? And then having a necklace like that really elevates the outfit to just a completely different level. So
yeah, I feel like in that sense, diamonds, natural diamonds, it's synonymous with those special occasion moments, isn't it? It's kind of, yeah, they sort of and yet you can wear them every day. Do you have any sort of style icons? Like anyone that you love the way that they put together, be it their diamonds or their looks or their jewelry? Do you look for inspiration to other people, or is it more sort of internal?
Yeah, I definitely have style icons. I mean, there are people that I like admire and I think they're so fashionable. Like obviously Rihanna is incredible. But my personal style, I would describe it as a mix between Tracy Ellis Ross, because I love her like whimsical nature, and she uses bold colors and patterns. But then I really love the shape and the tailoring of Audrey Hepburn, which I think is far more sort of preppy, classic. And so combining those two elements, I think that's how I would describe it. And a bit of experimental with a dash of classic.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like you're already channeling a bit of that. Did Bridgerton affect your relationship with jewelry at all, or, you know, affect your style? Like, how did it influence you?
I think it had a massive influence on my style. I think the most notable way is that it sort of ignited this obsession with wigs.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I love changing up my look. And I think being able to wear a wig means you can get it can transform you so easily, and they're just so much fun. So yeah.
Do you wear them like every day? Like, no,
I wouldn't wear them every day, but I love for press or for red carpets, events, putting on a wig. I recently wore one which was this sort of harsh bob with a solid fringe, and I've never felt better, honestly.
Amazing. That's so cool. And can you tell me, you're glistening in the screen at the moment. Can you tell me about what you're wearing, and your fingers coming up and they're all, you know?
Absolutely. So I'm wearing this little I guess like almost like a gold drop earring with a little diamond, and then a solitaire in my second hole. And I think, you know, I don't have to think about it.
No,
just and good to go. And then, I mean, I'm a ring wearer. I love rings. So I mean, this is actually very restrained for me. I usually have like on every single finger, but yeah.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Thank you. And hope to see you soon.
Absolutely.
With a tennis necklace on, matching tennis necklaces, internal girls.
Yes, I think I'm gonna have to wait a few years for that, but yeah, one day.
Thank you so much, Charithra. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.